Hi, my name is Lorraine. I am a yoga teacher at Edinburgh Community Yoga. This is a 10-minute trauma-informed yoga practice that you can use to help to bring your mind to the present moment. And what we mean by that is bringing your mind to what's happening in the here and now, which can sometimes be useful to help us to move away from thinking about what's been happening or what might happen. You can practice this on your own. You can practice it with somebody that you trust, a friend or support worker or key worker or therapist. And the emphasis is really on the fact that this is your yoga practice, not mine, so you can move and breathe as much as feels possible for you today. There's no expectation for you to move and breathe in whatever way feels possible for you. So I'm on a chair. You can do this practice on a chair. There is another practice on a mat on the website. So let's begin by just noticing your body sitting on the chair. You can have your socks and shoes on, you can be barefoot, you can wear whatever you want. And you might just notice how the chair feels underneath you. So maybe you can notice the chair and maybe you can't, but there's an invitation here to start to shift your weight. Maybe just being curious about how it feels to move your weight from one side to the other. Or you might choose to move your weight from front to back, so forwards and backwards. And another possibility here could be that you move your upper body in some circles. You can make the circles whatever size you would like to. You might notice some sensation in the lower back as you move in some circles. Maybe choosing to change direction. And then when you're ready, coming back to be as still as feels possible for you. You might notice the sensation of your feet on the floor. Maybe just noticing whatever your feet are resting on. You can look, or you can choose to have your eyes closed. It's your choice. You might lift one foot then the other. My feet are cut off a little bit in the video, but you might choose to lift up one foot then the other. Maybe noticing any sensation in your legs as you do this. Or you might choose to try lifting your toes up and then your heels up. Maybe choosing to lift your toes or heels. Maybe being curious about any sensation that you notice in your feet. You may or may not notice sensation in your feet as you lift your heels and your toes. And then you could start to move your shoulders. So your shoulders could move in some circles. They're your circles. Make them as much movement as feels possible for you. It's your choice, it's your yoga practice. You could try changing direction. Maybe moving the shoulders towards the ears and dropping them away. You might bring your fingertips to your shoulders and start to take your elbows in some circles. Just being curious about where, or if you notice any sensation round about your shoulders or under your arms as you move here. You could choose to go in the opposite direction. And then from here, you might bring your hands back to your knees. So you could bring your hands back to your knees. Maybe letting your right ear drop towards your right shoulder, stretching through the left side of your neck. And there's an invitation here to try lifting your chin if you'd like, or dropping your chin. Maybe noticing if that changes any sense of stretching or any sensation through the side of your neck. And then changing sides if you'd like. So this time the left ear drops towards the left shoulder. Again, you might choose to lift your chin, you might choose to drop your chin. Just noticing any sensation through the left side of your neck as you stretch here. And then coming back. And there is an option here to start to arch and round your spine. I'm just going to go side on so that you can see me a little bit better, but you can stay where you are. So you might start to arch and round your spine. This is sometimes called cat-cow yoga. Maybe noticing sensation across the front of the body and the back of the body. And you could choose to work with your breath here if that feels comfortable for you. So you might inhale, breathe in as you lift the chest and lift the chin. You could even take your arms behind you. And you might exhale as you tuck the chin and round the chest. Moving as much or as little as you want to. Let's do that 3 more times. And then when you're ready to, you could come back to sitting. And we could take a twist. So we could take a twist by taking your left hand to your right knee. And this might feel like you're twisting enough for you. If you would like to, you could try looking around over your right shoulder. So you might notice your left hand on your right knee, maybe twisting through your upper body, maybe looking around over your shoulder. You might choose to keep your head neutral. It's your choice. This is your yoga practice. And if you'd like to, you might notice the breath here. So there's an invitation to notice the breath, but sometimes the breath does not feel comfortable, so you can choose to let go of that and not pay attention to the breath at any point. This is your yoga. Maybe you can notice how it feels to twist through your body. Just being curious about any sensation that you feel. And then maybe twisting to the other side, so this time your right hand might come to your left knee. You might keep your head and neck looking ahead, or maybe you can look around over your left shoulder. You might notice your right hand on your left leg. And maybe, if it feels possible or comfortable for you, then you might notice how it feels to breathe in and breathe out here. And then when you're ready, coming all the way back, maybe placing your hands on your knees. And then we could start to take the arms in some circles. So they're your circles. They might be big circles or small circles. So there's a possibility here to reach up with the arms. You might look towards your thumbs, feeling the palms pressed together, bringing them down in front of the body. an option to work with the breath if you would like to. So maybe you could inhale, breathing in as you reach up with the arms, looking to the thumbs. Exhaling. Exhaling, bringing the hands all the way down. We can do that 3 more times. You can choose to work with the breath or not. I've been curious about how far you stretch your fingers out. You can take up as much space as you would like to here with your arms. So the movements might be small or big. Maybe you can notice a little bit of stretching through the sides of the body as you reach up with your arms. And then you might choose to bring the hands back down. Maybe you can bring one hand to your chest and one to your stomach. You can tap the hands here. Or you might keep your hands still, and there's an option to notice the breath. So some people find this useful as a way of bringing their focus to the present moment, to what's happening now. They're breathing in and breathing out. Noticing places in your body where you can feel the sense of breathing in and breathing out. Maybe lengthening and deepening the breath as far as feels possible for you. Just knowing that you can come back to breathing normally, or even just stop paying attention to the breath at any point if that is not comfortable for you. This is your yoga practice. And if it does feel useful for you, then maybe lengthening and deepening your breath in your body. Breathing in and breathing out. You can keep your eyes open or closed. And when you're ready, you might choose to bring your hands by your side, or you could have them on your knees. You might rest your back on the back of the chair if that feels comfortable for you. Maybe letting your body become as still as is possible for you right now. Eyes open or closed. Maybe you could let your shoulders drop away from your ears. You might notice your hands resting on whatever they're resting on. Maybe you could be curious about how it might feel to let go of any tension that you're holding on to in your jaw or face. That is a possibility. If the breath is feeling comfortable, you might notice how it feels to breathe normally here. Breathing in and breathing out. Or just resting awareness of your body on the chair. And when you're ready to, you could come to take your back away from the chair. You might cross your hands over your heart, or you might press your palms together. And just giving yourself a little bit of thanks for taking time to move the way that you have done. Through practice, to bring your awareness into this moment. If you'd like, there's a mat-based practice on the website. You could try that. There's some other videos for grounding techniques. and some breathing practices that you could also try. Thank you.